Hello my beautiful people, welcome to Fun in the Kitchen, and today we're going to make chicken Alfredo roll-up. Okay, so to start our chicken Alfredo roll-up, we are going to need chicken breast, Parmesan cheese, butter, a half teaspoon of salt, a half teaspoon of pepper, 3 garlic cloves minced, whipping cream, and lasagna noodles. Okay, so what I've done, I've already put my lasagna noodles in my pot of boiling water. I added some oil to the water so that the noodles don't stick. Don't worry about them sticking out because as they cook, they're going to start to fall in just like this. Okay, so you don't have to worry about that. Now what I'm going to do, I am going to season my chicken with a little bit of seasoned salt. Just a little bit, because I want to put my chicken in the oven and let it cook first. Okay? And we're going to do this to both sides. See, not too much. Just like that. If you hear a little bit of background noise, that is my husband watching football. It is Sunday, so he is watching football today. And I just know you guys are going to enjoy this recipe. This is actually my son's favorite chicken Alfredo. I usually cook chicken Alfredo with the linguine and put some shrimp in the along with the chicken. But today we're going to do something just a little different. We're going to try to do the roll-ups today. And I think you'll like that using the lasagna noodles. Okay, so let me pop this in the oven, and then once it's done, I'll show you how we're going to shred this up to put it into our Alfredo sauce that we are going to make homemade. None of that store-bought stuff. We're going to make our own Alfredo sauce. Okay, so I have put 1 stick of butter in our skillet, and we're going to let this melt down so that we can begin making our sauce from scratch. Okay? Because we want a really good tasting sauce. So we're going to make ours homemade. I would love to see you try to make yours homemade. This is why I'm showing you what we need to do to make our sauce homemade. So we're going to let this melt all the way down. And as you can see, it's melting pretty quickly. I have it on a medium heat. So it's melting pretty quickly, which is good. That's what we want. And I'm just going to kind of bring it around the pan a little bit, just so that that butter gets everywhere. And you see that? Look how nice that butter is melting. There we go. We want all that nice butter to melt nicely. And this is unsalted butter because we're going to add salt to our sauce. We don't want salted butter. Okay, as you can see, our butter is nicely melted. Now we're going to add our salt. We're going to add our pepper. And we're going to add our garlic. Remember, this is 3 cloves of garlic minced. Okay, we're going to give that a stir. Make sure everything gets all around in there. Now we're going to add in our heavy whipping cream, because we want the sauce to be nice and creamy. I'm going to add it in a little bit at a time. There we go. Adding in that nice cream in there. Look how nice it's looking. Look at that. We're going to keep adding that in. Look at that. That is really looking nice. And it smells amazing because of that nice garlic and that salt and pepper in there. Oh my goodness. It smells so good. I can't wait for you to try this. You know, I just love when people enjoy my food. So a lot of times I'll cook too much and then I have to give some of it away. And I just really love for people to really enjoy this food that I make. And I'm glad that they enjoy it. Look at that. So that's where we want our creamy sauce to look right now. Now to make it thicker, because we've added in all the whipping cream. Now we're gonna add in 1 whole bag of the Parmesan cheese. And we're gonna get that all stirred and mixed in together. Look at that. That is really good. Look at that. And we're going to get this all melted in there for a nice creamy Alfredo sauce. See, that was easy. There's no need to go ahead and buy the sauce from the store when you can make it, you know, and add your own flavors to it. In fact, I may even add an Italian blend cheese in here as well. I may do that a little later as we get ready to roll up our chicken into our lasagna noodles. I'll tell you, this is a new twist on your chicken Alfredo. It really is. Now you see how it's starting to thicken up? Look at that. And I'm going to let this cook a little bit, okay? I'm going to just let this cook a little bit. And I'll see you in a minute. So what I'm going to do, because now our sauce has gotten nice and creamy, and our Parmesan cheese is still melting a bit in there, but I want it a little bit cheesier. So I'm going to add the rest of this Italian blend cheese that I have in here, which that doesn't hurt. It's a nice cheese to add into there. It's a mix of provolone and mozzarella and Parmesan. So that gives it an extra kick. Now look how nice. You see how the sauce is starting to thicken up? That's what we want. That's how we want it. And if you want to, you can even add in some finely grated Parmesan cheese. You can do that too, or grate the cheese yourself. Now look how nice this sauce is. That's how you want your sauce to look. It starts to thicken up. That's what you want. You want a nice thick sauce. Just like that. Look at that sauce. It looks so nice. That is a really, really nice sauce. And this is what you want your sauce to look like. Okay, so our chicken is done, and what I'm going to do is show you how we're going to shred it. I started shredding it, and you just take your 2 forks and go like that so that we can shred it and be able to put it into our lasagna noodles and our Alfredo sauce. And that's all we're doing, is shredding it just like that. And you see how it shreds so nicely? That's what we're doing. Okay? Because we got it nice and tender by cooking it in the oven. Okay? So I'm going to shred this up, and then I'll introduce it into our sauce. Okay, so I've started coating the bottom of our pan with a little bit of sauce. And we want to coat it with a little bit of sauce so that the noodles do not stick to our pan while it's baking. Okay? So that's what you want to do. Just coat it just like that. Just like that. Make sure you have a good coating at that bottom. There we go. And that's all you need, is just a little bit just like that. Now, I've also incorporated the sauce with our chicken. And you see that? And we mix that up really nice. Look at that. Look how nice that is. That nice Alfredo sauce with that nice chicken breast that is nice and tender. It's not dry at all. Very tender and juicy. You see that? So we're going to fold this in to our noodle, our lasagna noodle. Okay. So we have that all mixed together. Look how nice that looks. So nice. Okay, so now I've pulled out one of our lasagna noodles, and we're gonna go ahead and fill it with some of our chicken Alfredo mixture. Just like this. And I'm gonna bring it closer to the end so I can start folding it. Okay? Just like that. And it's okay if some of the juice gets out, but we want to keep it kind of tight so that none of our chicken comes out. And if it does, just take your spoon like I'm doing and bring it back on in there. Just like that. This is a little tricky. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to take this end, fold it over. We're going to make sure that everything stays in our noodle, just like that. And again, my hands are clean, so make sure yours are as well. You don't want to handle food and not have clean hands. Okay, and that's what your roll should look like. So now we're going to take that and transfer it into our pan, just like that. And this is what we have in our pan, and that's what it should look like. Okay, so I'm going to finish rolling our noodles, and I'll show you what it looks like just before we pop it in the oven. Okay, so as you can see, I have all of our Alfredo chicken Alfredo rolls rolled up in the pan. So now what we're going to do, we're going to pour some of the sauce over it. Actually, we're just going to smother the whole thing in this sauce because the sauce is so delicious. We're going to smother it. Okay, so I'm just going to pour this sauce right on over our roll-ups. Look how nice that is. We want to make sure we get it all over our roll-ups. And I tell you, it is great making your own Alfredo sauce. I used to do the jar, and you know, sometimes for quick family meals on a weekday, yeah, I can do the jar, but this really doesn't take that long to make. So why not just go ahead and make it from scratch every time? It's not hard at all. Okay, so we have that nice Alfredo sauce. Look at how nice that looks, all covered. And we're going to pop this in the oven at 350 for about 25-30 minutes, and I'll show you what we look like afterwards. Okay, everyone, and here is our chicken Alfredo roll-up paired with some garlic bread. And if you'd like, you can also make a salad to go with that. I hope you enjoy fun in the kitchen with me today, as I have enjoyed you. Can't wait to see you next time. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and press the notification bell so that you know when the next good recipe is coming up. All right, bye.